Elon Musk, the billionaire entrepreneur known for his futuristic ideas, has stirred controversy again. In a recent interview, he described CERN's Large Hadron Collider as demonic technology.
In the extra dimensions. By meticulously analyzing the decay products and their properties, scientists can search for abnormal patterns that could indicate the influence of extra dimensions. While no evidence for extra dimensions has been observed at CERN thus far, the high-energy collisions and subsequent measurements provide tantalizing hints that the standard model cannot fully explain. These amazing experimental results have led scientists to believe that exploring extra dimensions may be within reach. The quest to understand the true nature of our universe continues, driven by the pursuit of particle acceleration and the potential discovery of a portal to another dimension.
All right, let's get into this message. All right, what is CERN? Man, CERN, I don't even know how to even get into this message. There's so much to it. It's so much to it, I don't even know how to get in it, but I'm going to try. Now, what is CERN? Now, I'm going to break this down as easy as I can possibly make it so you'll understand it. There is a facility over in Switzerland. It's a 17-mile underground circle that they put 300 feet underground, and it's 17 miles wide. What they are doing is they are taking matter, or you learned this in school where you know what an atom is, you know matter, the building blocks, the smallest particle. Matter, right? They're taking that and they're shooting it at the speed of light through this 17-mile circle, which is a magnetic field and they're shooting it as fast as they can get it because they're trying to go through another dimension. They've already said what they're trying to do. Now, the particles that they're shooting create something, and I'm gonna get into this and show you how all of this is working. Now, this is the most dangerous thing that there is. This is the Revelation. This is what the book of Revelations was talking about. They are going to have this thing is going to be in full power by September this year. They've already started up. It takes months to get it at full speed. They had it started 2 years ago, but it wasn't enough power, so they doubled the power. And they started it up this time. And what it does, they find in other things that it does. Now, they say they don't know what's going to happen. That's what they say. I don't believe that. But they say that something is going to bend time and space. Now, you've been watching this through movies all this time. You've been watching this. I told y'all that they are putting this stuff in the movies because they're conditioning you for it. Because they're conditioning you for what's coming. You got to realize all the movies is about fighting against this alien thing or whatever's coming. They're getting you ready to fight against something that's coming. Y'all there? Now, so what they're doing is with this over in Switzerland is there's now Stephen Hawking, which is the top physicist. You know that little crippled dude in the wheelchair, but he's a physicist. He can't even talk, but he's must got some type of good mind. He told him, don't do it. He said, they are getting ready to open the gates of hell. He said, don't. He said, it's the scariest thing he's ever seen. And you got to realize this guy's an atheist. But he knows, don't do this. Because he knows that they're trying to open space. Now, every movie, especially the latest superhero movies, is telling you the same thing. All the Transformer movie was about opening a portal to get stuff, really trying to bend space to make it easier for whatever coming from one dimension to the next. It's just a window. It's an opening. You remember a movie called Stargate? It was just an opening from one place in space to another. You got what I'm saying? Time travel. You can say all of that, but it's basically just portals. Say portals. Now, I taught this a while back in a message called The Portals of Darkness.
CERN is one of the most important scientific laboratories in the world. It is home to the Large Hadron Collider, the largest and most powerful particle accelerator ever built. CERN has made many important discoveries, but it has also been the source of some strange and creepy stories. One of the most common theories about CERN is that the Large Hadron Collider is a portal to another dimension or a parallel universe. This theory is based on the fact that the LHC creates incredibly high-energy collisions, which could theoretically open up a wormhole or tear in the fabric of spacetime. There is no scientific evidence to support this theory. Some people believe that the LHC is being used to open up a portal to hell, while others believe that it is being used to contact aliens. The Higgs boson is a subatomic particle that gives other particles their mass. It is thought to be the last piece of the puzzle in the standard model of particle physics. The Higgs boson was first proposed in 1964 by Peter Higgs and other physicists. It was finally discovered in 2012 at CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research. The Higgs boson is a very important particle. It is thought to be the glue that holds the universe together. Without the Higgs boson, there would be no mass, and the universe would be a very different place. The name.
So now I'm gonna go deep. You ready? I'm gonna go deep. Y'all ready? Come on now. You got to keep get your spiritual mind out here. Now, so they're looking for the God particle. Now listen. This is the way I best describe it. Let's say you came into you was driving and you drove up on a city. City was full of houses and it was all buildings there and people could live there and everything. And you wanted to find out how they were built, right? So you start trying to break it down and thinking, but instead of you finding nails, you find everything's put together by glue. So you start trying to dissect it to get down to find out what is the glue made out of. That's what they're doing. Everything is being held together by something. They know it. We are here being held together, but they want to find out what is holding it together, right? So they want to mess with the glue. So these particles, they're trying to get to the finest particle to find out what everything is built from. That's why they call it the God particle. Yeah, does this make sense? Now, we know in the Bible that the Bible says he upholds all things by the word of his power. Everything that's into being is being held together by God's word. So when they get all the way, now listen, I'm going to show you what they're doing, and it's going to blow your mind. When they get all the way down to the finite understanding, they're going to find what God is using to hold it all together. That's why the war between Satan and Christ wouldn't be a war unless Satan had a real weapon. So what is the real weapon? It is what they're going to try to use, what God is using, which is just now when we say his word, what is that? What is his word? What is this? It's his power. They're going to find out what it is and weaponize it. They're going to weaponize it. This is the reason why they're going to be ready to fight against the Lamb when he comes. Are y'all ready? Because when you get down to the finite, it's all being held together by his word. Well, that's what they found out. The scientists are saying they found out what, now they're not calling him the God of the Bible, but they understand there is a creator. And they found, now, what they have found is this creator has built a wall of separation. So that those dimensions that are chaotic, they said those dimensions are chaotic. It's chaos, just like hell. And we are literally being protected by a veil that God put around us.
Some people, including physicists and futurists, believe that CERN is creating a super-intelligent AI. They believe that the LHC is being used to create a computer that is smarter than humans, and that it will eventually become self-aware. Some people believe that a super-intelligent AI could be a good thing, while others believe that it could pose a threat to humanity.
And we thought this is science. No, this is the occult. This is spiritual. Can y'all handle what I'm saying? Hold on, Tim. Let me show you. Let me show you. Oh, Lord. I messed with my. Oh, I got it. Put that up right, Tim. Now, this is the CERN logo. Over in, this is what the logo. If you notice what it is, it's 3 6s, which is the mark of the beast being a polyon. Comes out of the bottomless pit. Are y'all there? Take me down, Tim. I put me up there. This is the god of Shiva in front of the building of CERN. This god of Shiva is doing a dance of death and life and creation around a portal. Now, if I can break this down spiritually, finitely for you. This dance is an occultic dance that is designed to bring, okay, when Satanists want to operate, they know they need demons. That's why they draw circles, because they got to draw a portal, a place for the spirit to come through. So this Shiva god is doing a dance called destruction, then recreation. Destruction and recreation. This put my picture up here, Tim. The circle is a portal. Now let me show y'all what CERN is. Take me down, Tim. I put them up here. This is what CERN is. This is 17 miles of like a snake all the way around, which is just the Ouroboros, which is in Freemasonry, but I ain't got time going there. This is what it is. It's a machine, but it's like a big 17-mile long snake that they shooting these particles through at the speed of light. Real fast, trying to get it go real fast. Now, it even looked like a portal. It's a portal. Now, take me down, Tim. So Shiva's doing this dance, and the goal is destruction first, chaos, then recreation. You got what I'm saying? So what they are doing is destruction. They're going to destroy some stuff with this machine. They believe that's where the earthquake came from in Nepal. When they started that machine up, they started earthquakes. Anyway, and then the rebirth, which is the fake Messiah. Y'all got what I'm saying? Now let's keep going.
On the campus of CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, stands a statue of the Hindu god Shiva, the cosmic dancer and destroyer of worlds. It was a gift from India symbolizing Shiva's cosmic dance of creation and destruction. However, some people have expressed concern that the statue is a sign of occult activity at CERN. They point to the fact that Shiva is also known as the destroyer of worlds, and they are worried that CERN is conducting experiments that could have disastrous consequences. CERN has denied these claims, stating that the statue is simply a symbol of peace and understanding. Despite these assurances, some people remain skeptical about CERN's motives. They believe that the statue of Shiva is a warning sign, and that CERN is playing with forces that they do not understand. CERN's logo is a stylized representation of particle tracks, but some people believe that it bears an eerie resemblance to the number 666, the mark of the beast.
So over there in Switzerland, that 17-mile circle is a big portal that once it gets to full capacity, something's going to open. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this, what they're collecting. They had collected this antimatter, and it takes a long time to collect a little bit, like a gram of it. It takes a long time. But they took and hid that antimatter in a college years ago. And in this college, people started having weird dreams and getting possessed, and all kinds of bad stuff happened. This is where they stored it. Because the antimatter, they say, when it comes in connection with you, it will begin to pull the darkness or magnify the darkness in you. See, because you are made up, listen, you are made up of matter. You are also made up of antimatter. Let's sink in. You are made, remember Jesus said, if the light in you be darkness, how great the darkness. You are made up of matter and antimatter. Throughout the course of your life, if you never accept the light, then you will remain and grow in antimatter or darkness. So they're capturing evil, which when that evil gets close to you, it's like a magnet. It magnifies the evil in you. Let it sink in. Please let it sink in. This is what they over capturing in this machine. So when they released this, and they said this, it's going to change people into literal demons. The only thing that's going to stop it is what God has put here to restrain. There's only one thing restraining Satan from totally destroying you. I mean, totally taking your mind and everything away. It's just, listen, right now, for us that believe, it's the Holy Spirit. But there's also and I'm going to show you in the Bible where this exists. There's also, they found out there is a restrainer, a wall. They call it a veil that is literally holding back. Listen, now listen to what I'm saying. Matter, smallest building block, matter, right? It's stable. In other words, it doesn't catch on fire. You have to catch it on fire in order for it to burn. But they say antimatter is already on fire. It has to be contained because it's already burning. That's why they need that big facility to hold it. They said if a little bit of this stuff get out, it could be like 40 nuclear bombs. So when you start looking at this stuff going on in Revelation, what was happening to these places, now you see why these earthquakes was going on. Because y'all heard me.
Some people believe that CERN is causing the apocalypse. They believe that the LHC is creating mini black holes, earthquakes, and new forms of matter that will eventually destroy the universe. Some people believe that the apocalypse is already happening, and that CERN is simply speeding up the process. Some people believe that CERN is creating a new world order. They believe that the LHC is being used to control the population, and that it is part of a larger plan to create a one-world government. Some people believe that the New World Order is already here, and that CERN is simply enforcing it.
So, now, when they take these particles and shoot them at the speed of light, when it gets to full capacity, it's going to release something called antimatter. Say antimatter. So we got matter and antimatter. The matter is good matter. That's good stuff. That's what we are. That's what you can see. But there's also, but antimatter is the opposite. It's like darkness and light. Matter would be light and antimatter would be darkness. This machine is allowing them to collect antimatter or darkness. Now, they say that the antimatter that they get, what they're collecting, comes from the place on the other side of that dimension, right? Come on, y'all stay with me now. I told you this is going to be scientific a little bit. Now, they have found what they call the wall. The wall they have found by this machine they got, that there is a wall that they know that is holding back antimatter or darkness. They know it. Now what they're doing this time is trying to find the building blocks of that wall so they can dismantle it, so they can let whatever's being held back come through. That's why they're saying they don't know what might come through. But now that they done started this machine up, they're starting to hear demons and all types of stuff now because they're getting close to this. Come on, y'all. Now I'm gonna show y'all how you watching this. Now I know most of y'all saw the movie The Avengers, you know, the movie with the Marvel movie with the Hulk and the Captain America and all them. The last one. Now y'all know, not the Ultron, the one before that, because I didn't see the last one. I didn't see the Ultron. I saw the one before that. Remember in that movie how there was a listen now, y'all. I gotta say this to get you to understand, because these concepts are very difficult to understand if we talk about physics. So we're gonna talk in terms of we understand. Since most of y'all seen the movie, you would understand what I'm gonna tell you. Now you know in this movie, the guy called Loki, which was a god, came and he was looking for this power, this energy source. It was a blue energy source called the Tesseract. This Tesseract had enough power that if they would work with it, they could open a portal. Remember, that was what the goal was, to open a portal, because when they opened the portal, on the other side of the portal, there was like demons waiting to come through. Do y'all remember that movie? Every movie, sci-fi movie, has been saying the same thing all the way back since Star Trek. They're trying to open something. Everything that we have learned is about opening up a portal. And I'm going to make it personal, but first I got to give you the overall understanding. You got what I'm saying?
Antimatter is the mirror twin of matter. It has the same mass as matter but opposite electric charge. When antimatter and matter come into contact, they annihilate each other, releasing a burst of energy. CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, has produced and captured antimatter. This is a major achievement as it paves the way for new scientific discoveries. Antimatter could be used to create new types of fuels and propulsion systems. It can also be used to create new medical treatments. However, antimatter is also a potential weapon. If it were to fall into the wrong hands, it could be used to create devastating weapons. CERN is